Okay, so you read it right. This video is about the studio, and this video is also about Seth Rogen. Well, the first season of the studio is not over yet, and it's already been renewed for a second season. And it's time to talk about Seth Rogen and his iconic comedies. Well, Seth Rogen started his journey as a 13-year-old performing stand-up. He's been a part of some iconic shows which include the likes of Freaks and Geeks, and now the studio, one of Apple TV's major successes, which include the likes of Ted Lasso, The Morning Show, Severance, Presumed Innocent, and now the studio. And well, it's the perfect time to talk about this very show. We'd love to know what you think about all the episodes of the studio. Well, if I'm not wrong, the last episode of season 1 is supposed to air on May 21st. I can't wait to finish the whole show. I'm absolutely loving it. It's one of the funniest shows to come out of recent times. A lot of people are praising the studio for how it depicts the hypocrisy that takes place in Hollywood and how they go about things, and a lot of people are praising it for its satirical tone and how this show is really showing us the reality of how major titles are made in Hollywood. Okay, now it's time to talk about some of my favorite Seth Rogen comedies. The list is really long and it's really diverse. He's had such a diverse body of work in the genre of comedy, and I absolutely love that everything that he does. Well, first up, let's talk about Superbad, and let me tell you why. Well, Superbad is a coming-of-age high school comedy that's equal parts hilarious and heartfelt. Jonah Hill and Michael Cera shine, but Rogen's fingerprints are all over it. Well, second up, I'd like to talk about Pineapple Express. It's one of the most iconic stoner comedies, that's also a genre, to emerge out of Hollywood. Well, we of course have James Franco and Seth Rogen playing their parts wonderfully. Well, it's got some really hilarious situations, and all in all, a really funny movie, so that's my favorite. Well, next up, I'd like to talk about This Is the End. If you thought that Seth Rogen has taken a satirical approach towards everything that happens in Hollywood for the first time in the studio, you're wrong. He's done that in This Is the End as well. It's an apocalyptic movie that he's starred in, co-written and co-directed, and it's got half of Hollywood in it. It's really funny, and you should go and check it out. Well, next up, we have to talk about The Interviewer, movie that he co-wrote and co-directed and also starred in. He, of course, has James Franco, who's also playing a wonderful role with him. Well, this movie, in a way, is responsible for Spider-Man being a part of the MCU because there was a big Sony hack that took place, which led to the Russo brothers writing mails to Amy Pascal that led to Spider-Man actually becoming a part of the MCU. And well, a really, really funny movie. Well, all in all, these are my favorite Seth Rogen titles that you can go and check out. He's been making funny movies for the longest time. Well, I'm really excited for the final episode of season 1 of the studio. Really looking forward to season 2 as well, and would love to know which episode has been your favorite. Well, this is not the end of the episode. We have this part of the show that we like to call, if you like this, what can you watch? And I would suggest you watch Entourage, and here's why. Well, this HBO series follows a young Hollywood star and his friends navigating the ups and downs of fame. It's known for its celebrity cameos and exploration of the entertainment industry's glamorous and gritty sides. Well, Entourage is of course an iconic show, and you can go and check it out if you already haven't. And well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Binge Watch. We try to bring you a new Binge Watch episode every week right here on Radio 1 International's YouTube channel. Well, we are hoping to cover Mission Impossible next week right here on Binge Watch. We'd love to know what you think about the same, and you can like this video so that the algorithm pushes it further. Comment down your favorite moments from the studio. What are your favorite Seth Rogen comedies? And share this with family and friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
94.3 Radio 1.